Okay, and we've got Elysian Realm versus BONKZ, Game 1 for the side of BONKZ, and this is for a spot in the winner's bracket semifinals. We've got Ledgemod Gearing, we've got Daring, we've got Ragnar, we've got Ledgemod Haru, we've got Ledgemod Des Moines, we've got Petra, we've got Ledgemod Des Moines, we've got Monty, and we've got Preussen. For the side of Elysian Realm, we've got Luger in a Yu Yang. We've got a Cabby, we've got a Haru, we've got a Marceau, and that was a Ledgemod Haru. We've got, or no, it wasn't, sorry, it was a Ledgemod Des Moines. We've got Petro, we've got Manitar, we've got Ohio, and we've got Vermont.
Action stations.
And so let's see how they're going to split out from here. And so they're split, but we don't have too much detail yet. We'll continue to watch. And so as they continue the split, we're seeing a fairly consistent split for Elysian Realm towards each side. Nobody to B, whereas BONKZ is putting 2 ships in towards B. So they'll challenge B, they'll be able to take B, but how much time will they lose on the flanks when they do? Okay, so let's see. We're seeing this hesitation, this slowdown here. Looks like the team of BONKZ is slowly pushing forward, but they're being hesitant and doing it safely. Now, Marceau will get A. We talked about this. This is the downside. You didn't send anything to B. And because of the slow take of B, actually, the Petro of Izumi is going to get into position to deny this take because he'll be able to do a radar prevention. And C is going to be taken. So quick takes and quick caps for the side of Elysian Realm. We'll see if they can do anything with them. But there's no completion yet. So they take A, they take C. Daring getting ready to back in. They do spot the Petros. They haven't backed in Todd Howard yet. They're letting their battleships do some work. Here come the shots, and Admiral Tester using the HE. A 5k hit from the Montana, and actually Petro has to use his DCP. This could be very bad, and they'll back in the DD now. And so we'll watch both of those. If this is a fire, that's perma. He doesn't get the perma, but they do have him down to 47,000. And nothing can stop the B cap. So we're going to have 2 caps for Elysian Realm, 1 for BONKZ. We'll just have to watch to see how they do. $16K off of 8952 from America. And now, shots back on America, but nothing yet. And so we're starting to see the Des Moines being smoked up. He's going to have to dodge these torps, he will. Harugamo will now go forward. The radar, they're not going to find anything with that radar, though. And so it feels like BONKZ is kind of stuck right now. Like, they took B, and now it feels like they're trying to plan out their next move. And the only worry with that is it going to take them too long to do so? So we're going to monitor and see here. Now, Battleship Nagato starting to farm down onto the Petro. And this is actually really nice play here. You're going to get a lot of value out on him. Especially with the Montana. You have him down to 39,000, 38,000. The heal going. No DCP yet. Does not insta-pop the radar. But the goal is to force him out of here, and so you are doing that slowly. The heal is being counteracted by this damage, and so we'll watch. But you need to move something. Just killing him's not going to be enough. Like, look at the points. It's already almost 200. And you can see Kermit Seppuku in spot. Like, you don't have the forces over here. You do have the forces at A, but you're not doing anything with them yet. And so that's a bit of a worry for the side of BONKZ, is that you're just giving so much time. Because you are giving so much time, to be honest. Another good hit onto Todd Howard's. Cabby slowing down. He shouldn't take any of these. He's going to speed up now. Does take a little bit more damage from the Des Moines of Addy. But yeah, it's kind of like BONKZ. I'm looking for... Let me go out this zoom. I mean, they see the Marceau, they're going to start putting damage on him, but you don't feel... It doesn't feel like they're ready to push in anywhere, and they're down to 3.5 minutes. Like, your time to do something is running low. They do get the Sky Cancer down to 10,000. This is actually some really nice damage they've got on him. And if he's not careful, he's going to beach himself here as he tries to make this turn. He is going to beach himself. He is going to beach himself, and he might be dead here at this point with that beach. If they can play this right, like, a fire here would be devastating. There's the fire, speak of the devil. And he's going to beach himself again briefly, I think, on these rocks. Yeah, he does temporarily. He's trying to get out of there. But if they get him under 500, he dies. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead at this point, and that is what BONKZ needed. They get the Marceau out of there, and I expect to see full push here onto A. That buys them time, brings it back up to 3 minutes, 20 seconds. And so, yeah, now you look for that push. You say, okay, C, we can't, and now you're going to see that rotation over to A and challenge on A. Because that's what you got to do.
The enemy is about to win.
And they do get shots onto riding, but they get the cabbie. On the other side, they get the cabbie, so they lose the daring, but they get the cabbie on that side, which is a shocker. And so, 2 minutes and 40 seconds, you're going to see the push starting here, I would think. They're moving the Ragnar over. They want this Minnow. Minnow has no way to get himself dark. And so they're basically saying, hey, you're going to have to choose which line you want and where you want to take damage from. Because if you turn, we're going to kill you. And they've already got him down to 30,000, and most of that's not healable. Yeah, back to 30,000. Now, Ragnar of Nagato taking a lot of damage and not able to get himself undetected yet because of that radar. He does have heal he's popping. And watch these Petro shots in. Only 31,000. And they're just not getting enough on the minnow, and they still haven't pushed into A. It's down to a minute 54. That timer is still ticking. You need a kill on this minnow now, if you're the side of BONKZ. And Elysian Realm, you need to get him out of there. They're getting him out of there finally. But yeah, there's a lot of... That could be actually really bad. He's lucky that's only 2K. Now you're seeing this team pushed up here. They get a little bit on the Yu Yang. They don't get any on the Des Moines. And they get a little bit more on him. But like I said, you got to get the push in. You're down to a minute 18. You're running out of time unless you put stuff into caps. And you're going to lose very quickly. So they get into the caps. Now, like I said, though, the danger is the gearing. Gearing has to sit there. If they don't sit there, they are so close to losing. And if he dies, it's going to be really quick. They finally push into the caps. Shots out on the Petro. Petro's showing a lot of broadside, and he does regret that. Down to 24,000. Here comes another salvo. Down to 5,000. That Petro just got roasted. And he goes down. Admiral Tester with the shots from downtown. Petro, I get. They want to get over there. But the problem is, even if they get into C now and kill the gearing, they've lost a lot of time for that move. They've lost a lot of time for this move. And they're going to kill Chuck. They're going to kill Chuck. But you're still dealing with the... You've got a Preussen sitting there, and you're giving broadside... Oh my goodness, you're giving broadside to another Des Moines. And you turn not to. And unfortunately, the Preussen's put himself in a position where he can't help. But until that Yu Yang gets around, this is a one-on-one fight. Yeah, until that Ohio gets up and that Yu Yang gets around, this is a one-on-one fight. Watch this minnow as well. We're seeing the Montana move forward. There's a lot of aggressive movement here. BONKZ really putting the pedal to the metal here as they try to take this out. Resets on the Des Moines, and the Preussen's about to have angle. Watch this, because he is backing up. You can see the angle there. And this beach might spell his death. We're gonna watch. Here comes the angle. Oh, only 4 shells make it through, and they only get 3K. But now the Des Moines forced with a choice. And if he makes the wrong choice, he's definitely dead, and that is some glare. And it looks like the Des Moines dead. Gross is not going to get off a heal here unless he breaks the guns. He's just not going to get it off, and he's dead. He was going to say he briefly survives. He does break a gun briefly, but that's not going to be enough. And with the radar, he knows exactly where they are. Now it's 51 seconds for BONKZ, and it looks like they are going to pull this off. They gave a lot of time, but they pulled the trigger right at the right moment. There's the deletion on the minnow, and ladies and gentlemen, BONKZ is going to pull this game out. They're going to go up 1-0 in their chance to close to winners bracket semifinals. They're going to put themselves 1 game away. Petro of Admiral Tester takes a big chunk, but he doesn't die, and that means it is confirmed. BONKZ wins this game, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. And we're going to game 2 with BONKZ up 1-0.